Yo, what's the deal, y'all? It's the King I Can, and I'm back. Alright, so in this video, I'm gonna be showing y'all the build I'm gonna use in 2K19, probably. Unless when the game drops, something happens and I just happen to change my mind. But before we get into this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe for the kid. It only takes y'all 1 second. It helps me out and shows me y'all support the channel, y'all support the movie, y'all support what I'm doing. And I appreciate every single one of y'all that takes the time out to do that. So I was streaming the night of the prelude coming out. That's why you guys see my stream overlays in the top left and upper mid of the screen. Just ignore that. That's just from what I do from stream. That's not gonna be a normal thing with me. But without further ado, let's get straight into this build. Okay, so to start, I made my man a shooting guard this year because I didn't really see the need to make him a point guard. I feel like it was more beneficial with the build I was going to make him a shooting guard. This year, the position you put your build in can either make or break the build, depending on what it is. This isn't like other 2Ks where if you were small, you made a point guard, or if you were big, you made a center. Now, people are going to be forced to either make point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, or center. This year, I just had to spend a lot of times looking at different builds to make sure I found the ideal one for me. And I feel like the one I picked is the perfect one for me. Whenever I try to make a build, I try to think, who am I running with and what are they going to be playing as? That's what you need to ask yourself when you're making a build. You're going to need to think about your ideal lineup when you're making a build. That's why you need to take time and really calculate how your guys are going to play, who's doing what on the court, who's going to be where on the court. Because if you just make a build at random, you're going to have a hard time fitting in with anybody you didn't plan to fit in with, you know what I mean? So guys, at the end of the day, I just ended up making a 3-point shooting primary, shot creating secondary. This build is crazy. It's 4 Hall of Fame, 6 golds, 2 silvers, and 7 bronze. And I'm grinding 99, so all those are getting boosted up. It's just an all-around great build. You get the shooting badges, Hall of Fame, and you have speed. It's like a pure sharp with like a lot of speed, pretty much. So in Park, I'm not gonna really be the primary ball handler, so I didn't feel the need to be a point guard or just have a really low height. So what I ended up doing was making my dude 6'7". I feel like that's a perfect height for someone running the 2 in Park. The height doesn't really hurt me that much. This year, shorter people aren't going to be able to really guard taller people. This year, contesting is all about getting a hand in the face of the shooter, and you can't do that if you're a low height with stubby arms. It doesn't really make sense. So this year, I'm gonna be splashing on shorter defenders like crazy, which is why I want to have a good height and a good wingspan. But I'll talk about the wingspan a little bit later. That's subject to change. All right, let's move on to weight now. So my goal with the weight was to make them as light as possible without hurting the strength too much, because I feel like strength is essential to playing good defense. That's a really slept on thing in every single 2K, is the strength of a player that's not a center. But strength is extremely valuable. Okay, so for instance, say you have a dribble god on you and he's doing his little dribble thing. He gets a little bit past you, right? And he just takes you straight to the paint. Like you're on him, but he's going straight to the paint. He doesn't even care, and he lays it up and it goes in. But whereas you have strength, and if he tries to run and get past you or take you all the way to the paint and drag you with him, he can't drag you. More than likely, he'll pick up the ball or he'll lose the ball trying to go through somebody with good strength. In the end, I made him 200 pounds, but I'm pretty sure I'm changing it to 190. I feel like that would be more beneficial to my player. All right, so on to the final one before I hit the attributes. Now, wingspan has been a pretty controversial topic this year. You see how much it changes your player when you bring up your wingspan or when you take it down. See, the thing is, this year, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see in the full game, you'll be able to see your attributes like as you're making your player. So I'm not gonna give an official wingspan yet until I make my player. I could go shortest, I could go neutral, but right now. I don't know until I go to the full game, so don't take that number that you just saw me click on as my exact wingspan I'm gonna have for the game. I just gotta wait and see on the attributes, and I'll keep you guys posted on that. But I'll see you guys in a second. We're about to get over to these attributes. Okay, so I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. When I first saw the attributes, I was a little disappointed, but just stick till the end and you'll see how this build makes up for the low numbers. Okay, so I'm gonna just really be talking about the ones that I want to talk about. Me personally, the ones I think are important. Okay, so the mid-range on this player is 82 contested shot mid, 82 open shot mid, 81 moving shot mid. All that's pretty good for shot creating secondary. But here's what's killing me. This is what I said about low numbers. It gets a 78 contested shot 3, 78 open shot 3, and a 77 moving shot 3 on a primary sharpshooter build. So there's only one real option for me here. More than likely when the full game comes out, I'm going to be making shortest arms and just keep 6'7", because I'll still be able to contest shots, but I'll be a better shooter. Because that 3 is ridiculous. It should be a lot higher for a primary shooting build. And the fact that I have to go down in wingspan is ridiculous. Either I lower my wingspan or I just rely on pure badge power, because I have a lot of Hall of Fame badges that would help my shooting drastically. So either I can just bet on the badges being enough, or I can just lower my wingspan. But I'll probably just lower my wingspan just so I can have the for sure bet before I invest money into this player. But yeah, let's get on to the next one. So we're on ball control. The ball control is pretty alright for a primary sharpshooter. I feel like I won't be sluggish with the ball, with the speed with ball that I currently have. Like I said before, the speed is good enough, considering that it's a primary sharpshooting build. And finally, we move on to stamina, where they give us a 96 off jump. Anyway, this has been the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. This is going to be the build I use for the majority of 2K. So keep an eye out for me and keep an eye out for my videos. It's really late, so if you guys noticed my voice is a little groggy, my bad for that. I just really wanted to get this video done before I went to sleep. Let's shoot for 10 likes on this one, yo. Let's get this one to 10 likes. This is one of the best builds in the game, and I guess when I get them to 90 overall in game, I'll do an updated build video for you guys if you want. Let's get to 10 likes if you want that, and I'll drop that for you guys when the official game comes out. But other than that, this has been the King I Can. We'll catch you on the next one.
Last night I slept over hers. During sex, I overheard. A sword sliced the air. I pulled out the nun, rolled off the bed, and shot back. Pow pow. Blood on the sheets, probably spilling from my gas.